US President Donald Trump is expected to officially recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital later today in a move that could trigger a surge of violence in the Middle East. The landmark announcement would upend decades of American policy and throw hopes of salvaging the two-state solution in disarray.
Jerusalem remains a final status issue, a city of historic significance to Jews, Muslims and Christians, with both Israel and the future state of Palestine claiming at least part of the city as their capital.
Like you, we've seen the press reports. I'm not aware of any direct communication between the U.S. and the Secretariat on this particular issue here in New York. We obviously await to see an official announcement. But as a matter of principle, the Secretary General has said that he has consistently warned against any unilateral action that would have the potential to undermine the two-state solution. And we've always regarded Jerusalem as a final status issue that must be resolved through direct negotiations between the two parties based on relevant Security Council resolution.
Moving the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem was a campaign promise of Trump, but it could permanently undermine any hopes of a negotiated settlement between the two sides.
President Abbas received a telephone call from President Trump. Our understanding and our position, the position of President Abbas, is very clear. If the American embassy is going to be moved to Jerusalem, this is against the international law, and this will be unacceptable from our side. If this happens, it would complicate things. It would put an obstacle to the peace process. Maybe it will be the end of the peace process. Hopefully, the American administration will backtrack from this decision if they are willing to move ahead.
The likely move has drawn concern from many Arab countries and the European Union that are largely part of an international consensus on Jerusalem.
The European Union supports the resumption of a meaningful peace process towards a two-state solution. We believe that any action that would undermine these efforts must absolutely be avoided. A way must be found through negotiations to resolve the status of Jerusalem as the future capital of both states, so that the aspiration of both parties can be fulfilled.
There is this sense of déjà vu with the anticipated announcement from President Trump Wednesday. He would be bucking international consensus by moving the embassy, just like he did by announcing the withdrawal of the United States from the Paris Climate Change Agreement in June. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News.